Hi there, welcome to instructional video of Stakeholder Management. This video is by Team A++. In this video, you will learn what is stakeholder, what is stakeholder management, methods of stakeholder management, and planning of stakeholder management. Let's start. Well, what is stakeholder? Let's think about two things, stake and stakeholder. The stake can be seen as an important part in your business, such as share or money. It's important to you. If you lose it, you will angry. So, we can know what stakeholder is. A stakeholder in an organization is any group or individual who can affect or is affected by the achievement of the organization's objectives. Now, we are going to learn what is stakeholder management. Long-term sustainable stakeholder management is the decisive factor in determining the success of an organization. Stakeholder management directly affects the competitiveness and environment of an organization. Stakeholder management can be seen as a process of managing important relationships, such as strong customer relationships, successful relationships with suppliers, committed employees, or other relationships in an organization. According to previous explanation, stakeholder management is an important part to deliver any successful project, program, or activity. Let's move to the next part.
Create a solid foundation for the stakeholder management. We need to establish and organize the stakeholders. So now let us look at the different methods of stakeholder management. Project stakeholder management analysis consists of mainly 3 steps, or we can also say the 3 different methods, which are stakeholder identification, stakeholder assessment, and stakeholder prioritization. The starting point of the stakeholder analysis is to identify all individuals and groups who can affect or may be affected by the project process or the project delivers. There are several ways of identifying the project stakeholders, such as ask project team members to list stakeholders in their specific areas of expertise. The second method is project stakeholder assessment. For this, we will need to consider how to create input needed for the assessment. The project stakeholder assessment must produce various types of insights. First, we need to clarify the contributions from each stakeholder. Secondly, understanding stakeholder benefits, and thirdly, focus on stakeholder potentials. Project success cannot be obtained without contributions from project stakeholders. As research has always said, it is important to determine the minimum contributions required from each stakeholders. We must decide how to distribute our limited resources for giving management attention to each stakeholder, as each project stakeholder may have different requirements and wishes, and these may coincide. Before making trade-offs between the stakeholder requirements and wishes, we should first search for win-win situations. We may conduct negotiation with each stakeholders. The project stakeholder register is based on an interpretation of the stakeholders, so we should not treat it as a static entity.
Planning stakeholder management. Stakeholders differ on characteristics such as level of interest, knowledge, and the time pressure they are subject to. Therefore, the need for management differs across stakeholders or stakeholder groups, and accordingly, it follows that the relevant communication activities will also differ. For some stakeholders, a close dialogue and continuous interactions are needed in order to procure their contributions and take care of their interests. Others may just need to be informed about the project's progress. The stakeholder management plan should include communication decisions on what is it that you want to communicate about with the stakeholders, how will you reach your stakeholders, who is going to communicate, when do you need to communicate with which stakeholders, which are the constraints, if any. The project stakeholder management plan should contain 2 elements, a general section listing decisions that apply to all stakeholders, and a specific section giving an overview of decisions concerning the management needed for individual stakeholders. And here is a list of references of resources used for this project. Thank you for watching this video.